Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaquise Moore. I am the host of this awesome page, Learning with Jasmine. I am just a mother who's advocating for my child and for individuals that has autism. And so this is a place, you guys, and just want to come on really quickly and talk to you all about. Oh, I never put the topic on there. I am so sorry. I just realized I never put the topic on. So hold on, let me put this right here. And it is stimming, you guys. So that's what it is. Stuff self-regulating. It is stimming. Okay. All right. Like, what am I doing? I didn't put a topic on. Okay, so anyway, you guys, we're gonna come on. I'm gonna say this really quickly. There is a an article that I will share. I will share in a few, but I wanted to come on and talk to you all about stimming. For Jasmine, I really have not seen like the stimming that I saw when I was mm, inquiring about autism for her, and that actually has stopped with the flapping of the hands, but now it's putting her hands in her mouth or scratching, and I never knew that until with this article. It's kind of says that. So I'm like, okay, I definitely need to, and it's just one. You can definitely research a lot more things. And that's the point of all this. I give you a topic and I give you a few information, and then it's up to you guys to really go and dive into it more. And so when I saw on this article that I'm going to share right after I finish, it was talking about, well, let me go back a little bit more. Okay, so stimming, a lot of times that we say stimming, it could be like, the main thing for individual autism, the flapping of the hands or the rocking back and forth, right? But it's some interesting because the article basically said that individuals without autism stem too. So, like I said, there's no, we should not put us and them in a different box. All of us are doing whatever behavior it is. And, so who does this with the pen? Well, that's stimming. Actually, that is actually stimming. Biting your fingernails. I know someone who bites their fingernails, and I'm like, you're stimming. um, Twirling your hair. That's stimming, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Like, we all know that, right? But again, we have put that in the stimming, down in individual autism. And, it looks different in any way. For me, when I'm in my thought process, I do this. I do this. Or I might, or my leg is shaking, right? That's what I'm thinking, or when I'm mad. Actually, when I do that, when like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna calm down. So that's exactly kind of like what they're talking about. Jumping your fingers, tapping your pencil, juggling your foot, whistling. Wow. And then going again, this is just one article that I'm gonna post a little bit later on. And then so individual autism might involve in with rocking, flapping hands, bouncing, jumping, or twirling, pulling hair, um, rubbing the skin or scratching. That's what I thought. And so actually, I'm gonna be so. like right here. I posted a video before. Right here on both sides of Jasmine's arms, it's like alligator feeling. So it's like, oh, I think it's eczema, or but now that I'm looking at that, I am not. I have definitely have to check that out. I have to check that out. Um, it's like a roughness to her skin. What is it? And that's why it's so good and important. This is why it's so important, not so good, and then why it's so important to research. To research, yes, absolutely. Staring at lights. Okay, so again, this is like the ceiling, right? Just staring at it. Okay, and so this is a really great article, you guys. I definitely will post this right after I finish. Okay, so the physical, so there might be some physical harm when it comes down to like head banging, um, punching or biting, excessive rubbing or scratching at skin. There you go. Physical harm. Now, I'm not sure it's physical harm to her or is it because she's been scratching so much because eczema too. So it's like, it's could be in the middle type of thing. I definitely need to check in more about her skin because it's looking bad. Not like in the winter time it was great, long sleeve, but in the spring and summer, you know, um, short sleeve, it's gonna be like an irritation, and she don't scratch on the surface like this. She just rubs it, and I guess it's the material. I'm not sure if the material is itching her. I don't know. It's just like this has been going on for a while. Okay, um, picking at scabs. That's interesting because I used to pick at scabs. I used to pick at scabs. Um, so here's a quality of behavior. Okay, the quality behavior is with or without autism. There's a lot of variation in how there often stimming occurs from person to person. Okay, so it's differs from person to person. Okay, so just because you're seeing all this, you're like, oh my goodness, is my child stimming? Oh my god, type of thing. I just be mindful if you see on a regular basis, you're like, okay, I'm need to be concerned of those things. Okay. Now, why do people with autism stim? Okay. So here's the thing: it stimulates the senses of or decreases sensory overload, adapt to an unfamiliar environment, reduce anxiety and calm themselves, express frustration, especially if they have trouble communicating effectively, avoid certain activities or expectations. Okay, so I'm not going to read everything because I'm going to post it. I highly recommend for you to look at stimming and how can you be more open to stimming. Okay, now a lot of people think and say that stimming um is basically bad. Okay. Now, personally, I think that we should not stop stimming unless it's harmful to the person and harmful to and like it interferes with their learning, right? Obviously there's a way that you can support them and allowing them to have that time to STEM, but um, maybe have a time frame, okay, let's do something else to kind of like distract them possibly from stimming so much. So, obviously if you're rocking back and forth, and this is what you just do on a regular basis, right? It's you're just rocking back and forth. You're paying attention, you're answering the questions in school, you know, that type of thing. You might not feel like there is a need to have your child or student to stop, right? Now, a lot of people will probably just look and stare, and we know that a lot of people who don't know a lot of times look and stare and reminds me say something. Um, but life will continue on. So when you have that happening, you know, what do you do? What do you say? How can you help support your child? Um, Hopefully you don't feel embarrassed because it's just a repetitive behavior that makes them feel comfortable. Okay, so they're rocking back and forth, and that person is reading. That person is doing their homework. Okay, but the article is saying if it interferes with their task, then how can you support them, right? And so, like, again, I say, you know, possibly help them eliminate the time frame. So, what can you do? Usually, I see somebody who's rocking back and forth when they're sitting down. So have an activity to do standing up, right? Or allowing them to use part of their um another part of their body to kind I'm sorry, people are just messing with me. Another part of their body to basically um have that sense of feeling that they you know for comfort, but then try to do something else. That hopefully that makes sense, you guys. So it's a really great article, and I'm gonna let you guys definitely read it. Highly recommend you looking at this. I've seen it before, and also look under some other stuff about self-regulation and self-regulation and stimming. There's the same things, and so that's something that is something that is going to help you with understanding what stimming is. Okay, not self stimulatory behavior stimming. That's the same. Those are the same words. So I just want to let you guys know that tomorrow, if you have not registered, I will be speaking through a website, and we'll do a Zoom call, and the information is under the event. I can't speak tonight. I really can't speak. The events tomorrow night, Saturday, April 24th at 4 o'clock p.m. I have posted it already, and I will be one of the presenters. I will be speaking first. So please, if would like to support me, definitely register on the website that I posted. And then Saturday night, we're going to be talking about strategies. Okay. And I might actually push it a little bit further. So just letting you guys know of the time. The time might actually change. It's probably like 8:30. Okay, 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I'm just letting you guys know. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye bye.